Meanwhile, the Department of State Services, in a statement on Tuesday, said that it is prosecuting several high-profile terrorism suspects with multiple ongoing trials before Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court in Abuja, who has granted the DSS's request for an accelerated hearing in some cases. Among the key trials are internationally wanted suspect Mahmoud Usman, the self-styled Emir of Ansaru, and Abubakar Abba, his deputy, are facing a 32-count terrorism charge, with Usman already sentenced to 15 years for an illegal mining count after pleading guilty, while Abba remains a not guilty plea. Their trial is set to continue on November 19th. The secret police also highlighted the trial of Khalid al-Barwani and 4 others accused of masterminding the 2011 UN complex bombing, a case previously delayed by procedural issues. Additionally, 5 suspects involved in the June 2022 All-War Catholic Church attack, in which over 40 people died, are standing trial on a 9-count charge and were denied bail by Justice Nwite due to the capital nature of the alleged offenses and strong evidence of their membership in the Al-Shabaab terrorist group. Lastly, the DSS stated that it filed 6 separate terrorism-related charges against 9 suspects, including 2 at large connected to the June 2025 Yelwata massacre in Benue State, while 2 others are being tried for alleged reprisal attacks. And I'll take a statement from the DSS chief. He wrote, "The various arrests and trials of terrorism suspects show that Nigeria's security agencies have been diligent in dealing with the perpetrators of terror in the country. The men we are prosecuting are separate from hundreds of suspects under the military's protective custody, whose cases are being handled by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. In July last year, 125 of the terrorists were convicted. We shall continue to make the suspects accountable for disrupting the peace of our country in consonance with the rule of law." Vimbai, I'll take your comment instead of taking this tweet so that we'll have time to discuss. But I think that it is great to see the federal government, the secret police, highlight these terrorists that have been convicted. I mean, when I was reading some of the reports, I was wondering, how many terrorist groups do we have? Al-Shabaab, Lakwawewa, Boko Haram, Ansaru. All of these are the menace, the insecurity that we're dealing with in Nigeria. Well, kudos to the DSS.
Absolutely. And we shan't glorify them by, giving them, these names and honoring them by calling out their names, because they're wicked and evil people. However, I think it's important for us to congratulate and to commend the DSS, because we've seen that this particular administration of the DSS have been very consistent with regards to prosecution. And this is what we've been crying for. This is what we've been clamoring for, is that we hear that, oh, some people have been caught, they've been arrested, and then we never hear the finality of it. We never see the convictions. We want to see more images of this, like this, where there are convictions and we know that, okay, this is the sentencing and so forth. And also we want to see a lot more consistency with regards to how we handle these cases of terrorism and banditry, because, in the past we've had conflicting narratives around how we handle terrorists. Oh, are they supposed to be, reintroduced, repent and reintroduced into society? Are they supposed, so no more kid gloves. Let them be arrested, let them be prosecuted, let them be convicted. That is the only way to deal with this decisively and conclusively. Yes, and again, I really applaud this, shall I call it a new wave of transparency? Because earlier in the morning, I spoke about the trust deficit. The trust deficit, trust has been totally eroded. Very few people believe, when they hear that some suspects have been arrested and so forth, a lot of people no longer have faith in the system. So if we can see the continued and sustained communication, can see the continued and sustained following through, we as the media, we always do our part. If you give us the information, or if we dig up the information, we always report it. But we want to see more coming from the authorities. So congratulations, or let me commend rather the DSS. And the DG, Mr. Ajayi. And I hope that we can see more of this coming from the other security apparatus as well, and from the federal government, because this is it. tackle the problem. All the other thing is
right.
just, it's just
right.
embellishing as far as I'm
Really?
concerned.
That's
Just
what it
tackle.
is.
We want to see terrorists have been dealt with.
Yes, I
That's what
look forward to the collaboration. Like I said, Ted Cruz in my other tweet said that he's willing and ready to name the government officials that are complicit in this terrorism, and which is really the beginning of tackling the menace, those who are funding the terrorists. We need to get them arrested.
Sorry, Oji,
well, meanwhile,
just very quickly,
yes,
in less than one sentence, what we also want to see is the beginning of people in IDP camps going home.
Going home, I like that. Beginning of people at the IDP camps going. Nigerians shouldn't be living in IDP camps.